Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to try to help you understand how to navigate our course site. As you all know, we have a new platform, Blackboard, and it is very similar to Angel, but it does have some distinct differences, and so you and I are going to be working through these things together for the first time, because this is the first time that I have taught with Blackboard from an instructor perspective. So I just wanted you to know that, so let's learn together. So I have the student preview mode on so I can show you what the course website will look like from your perspective. And let's just get started. So obviously this is the announcements page, and I will try my hardest to do a new announcement at least every 2 days. I will send reminders here. I will also send reminders out with the Twitter hashtag that I have set up, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And so just you'll also get an email when I post a new announcement, and so that'll be helpful to remind you to come back and check. So the second link I have right here, if you've watched the other video that I've posted, then you'll know that I did the course calendar in a Google document. It's a little bit different, but I thought this might help us just a little bit more. There are some links within, and I did it 2 different ways. And so this first way is set up in the assignments are in the folder on the day they are assigned. So these actually correspond to the folders I'm getting ready to show you on the Blackboard site. So if you'll notice though, this is the folder, and then within the folder it tells just a very short overview of what you'll be doing and what the due date is, which is obviously different than the folder. So pay attention to those things as well. So, and I don't have a folder or a new slot for every day. I just have whenever you should start reading things and looking at things, and that is the folder it corresponds to. And just like I told you in the other video, at the very back on the 3rd page, I put it in a regular calendar form, and this is actually for the dates that things are due. And so it depends on how you like to look at things, if you want to look at when you should start doing them or when they are finally due. So I put it both ways. If those are too much for you, just look at one of them and not the other one, and that's fine. And I'm going to go back to our site. Now the lessons tab is where everything is stored, and this is the most important tab probably of the whole Blackboard site, because everything is housed within here. And so I put an announcement already on the first page to actually get started, get going in the getting ready folder, which you should have already gone to get this video, which when we go into it, it won't be here because I'm making it right now. So I've already made the welcome to class video. It's just a little bit about me and a very short introduction. I think it's 3 minutes. And you know, in our very first whole group discussion forum, it's all about student introduction. So if you want to do a video to introduce yourself like I did, that's totally fine with me, as long as you include all the different things that that I asked for in the intro discussion forum. So again, in this folder I have both the course syllabus and the course calendar, and within this video folder I made a video about the course syllabus as well, so you can get look at that. If you want to download the document itself, it's there, and these 2 documents, the syllabus and the calendar, are both Google Docs. So whenever I make a change to it, I'll let you know, but it'll be reflected in the document right away. So I'm going to go back to the getting ready folder. So these are just, I have organized this in the order that I think you should actually do them. And so I have asked you right here to create some accounts, and I give you the links to those 4 things that I wish for you to do right away. And you'll put your information on this link right here when you sign up for those things. And it's just the same document that I showed you in the last video, and just put the email addresses and the user account names and things like that that you sign up for. Also, the Twitter hashtag that I'm going to be using is just our course number edu5213, and I'm going to use that as our hashtag. I'm going to be posting assignments and reminders, using it even during our Twitter chat that we use. And if you'll go ahead and follow me on Twitter, my handle is JenniferFox13, and then you can search by edu5213. I've already posted a couple of different things that you can look at. And here's that same document right here if you ever want to go back to it. And then within these folders, I tried to then help you out by telling you what's coming up. So I want you next to go to the week 1 folder and just start looking around. So I'm going to go back to lessons because they're all housed in here, and then here's week 1. So within each week 1 folder, I have subfolders that tell you what day to start looking at what thing. So on Monday, June 1st, here is what I want you to do. And I have actually numbered all of these because it makes the most sense to me to do it in this order. Now, if you choose not to do that, that is up to you. I'm not going to tell you that you have to do it exactly the way I say, but it just makes sense to me. So within this folder, you'll see that there are 3 things that I expect you to do. The first one is upload a picture to Blackboard, and instead of just giving you all the directions, I made a little video on how to do that for you. And that just helps because it helps us to see who you are, and it gives us a little visual reminder for every post that you have in the discussion forums. It'll be right beside your name. And then here is a discussion forum, and I give all the directions right here because I want you to kind of get an idea of what you're going to be doing. But once you click into this, then actually you will create your thread, and then you'll write your post. So creating the thread, and then what you can do though over here is you can actually copy this. And then when you go into the discussion forum and you create the thread, you can actually, oh, I forgot, you can actually see it when it's right here. So you won't have to copy and paste it if you don't want to. So it's right there, and then you can answer it in text, or you can, like I said, make a video, and you can put the link right here or embed the video. If you want to know more about how to embed a video, I can easily show you that. Just let me know. Let me get out of this. It's not wanting me to. Let's go back this way to week 1. And if you'll notice right here, it shows the different nesting places that I have things. It's kind of like the links to all of our information, and you can click on those to maneuver around as well. So do the whole group discussion forum, and then assignment 1 is about subscribing to journals, blogs, websites, and some Google Plus communities. So when I have an assignment like this, I have all the information here that you can go through, okay? And on this specific assignment, you're going to fill out a Google form, so you just need to read through that. But when you click into it, it actually has all the same information again. So you don't have to be on that first page before you do this. Now, to submit this assignment, you are actually going to do exactly what it says, and then you're going to fill out this form to me. And if you guys are not familiar with Google Forms, this is really a neat way to gather a whole lot of information from your students at one time. So you're going to go through this, and then you're going to click on this and fill out the form. And it says your name, I have done this, and then here are the ones that you're going to tell me that you subscribe to, and that's it. Okay? And then what is really neat about this, and I'll show you this when everybody gets it done, is that it creates a spreadsheet for me just from your answers, and then I can go by really quickly and tell who has done it and who has not. Now, since I want you to fill out this form, the only thing you'll need to do down here is write, I have filled out the form. Because I set it up as an assignment to be graded, it wants to have something in that little, so it'll tell me that you have filled out the form. Okay, so that's assignment 1. Pretty simple. All you have to do is go and subscribe to those. You don't even have to really look at them a lot yet. And if you probably will want to as you explore some of these Google Plus communities. If you've never been a part of a Google Plus community, it's a lot like Facebook. I'll just show you this first one right here, Google Apps for Education, and it will ask you if you want to join, and I'm already a member of it, so when you click into it, it'll say, I think, ask to join the community will be right over here, something like that, and you can join. But what is really neat, if you've not heard of Google Apps for Education, it is where everybody in your school, you're under a Google domain, and everybody has Google accounts, and you have access to all of the wonderful Google products. And what this is people get on and post either questions or ideas or things that they've done. Sometimes they'll do links to blogs, like Eric Scheninger does that a lot. And it's just sharing information and helping each other in their community. And it's really, really a great resource. So anyway, so that's just one of them. There are other ones that are there as well: Chromebook, EDU, Google Classroom, iPad Ed, and Technology and Education. Those are just a couple of other ones, but there's so many other ones that you can search for. So that's in Mondays, and I'm not going to do this for every folder, but I just wanted you to see how I had it set up. So like some of them, this is a video that you will watch, and then you do your small group discussion in the video. And I'm going to click into the small group discussion because within each one of these discussion forums, you are a part of a small group, and so you just need to find your name and then go into that forum, and then it tells specifically what you should do within that forum. So you might have to, after you see what you need to do, you might need to go back out and watch the video. There are some videos that are on here that are kind of long, 45 minutes to 50 minutes long, but they really are excellent videos and resources to look at. And so let's go back to my week 1. Where is that? Oh, it's not wanting me to go back. So I'm going to go back through lessons. It wasn't wanting me to navigate up here through that. I'm not entirely sure. But you can always go back over here to your lessons tab. So some of your assignments will be watching a video and then contributing something specific to your small group. Okay. Here's a trend, technology trend topics wiki. This one is all about adding things to your technology trends that you want to study. So if you want to study flipped classrooms, or using Chromebooks, or going one-to-one, or using TPAC, or there's all kinds of things that are going on right now, mobile learning. And what I want you to do for this little, it's just a wiki, and what a wiki is, it's just a space where we can all contribute together. So if I'm going to edit and add something to it, I'm going to say Google Classroom. Okay, and you can just have, and I want you to put at least 3 different things, and see, it adds it. The next time somebody does it, it'll add another one and another one. So you need to add at least 3 trends or topics that you're interested in to this wiki. Now, what is really great about all of those journals and blogs and Google Plus communities that you just looked at, all you have to do is kind of see what is going on in some of those, and it'll give you some really great ideas, or you might have some ideas that you already have on your own, and that's fine as well. But contribute at least 3, and the reason we're using this wiki is because it's a space where you can curate ideas from lots of different people all in one space. So everybody's going to add 3, and so from these, you're then going to add or choose some to do your other projects on. Okay, so that is in that week 1 folder. Okay, so trend wiki, and then you have an assignment that builds on that again. So you're going to choose at least 3 from that wiki. Doesn't have to be the ones you contributed, and you're going to use Listly, which is an online tool, to gather some resources pertaining to those topics. Okay, and that goes into more detail about what you should do. And then within the folder, I also try to help you out on what's coming up. So looking ahead, what do you need to be thinking about for Monday? Okay, so we're going to participate in a Twitter chat on Monday, June the 8th, and I tell you where to go to get some more details. Now the thing that I do not do, except for right here, and right here, and right here, I don't really put the due dates anywhere except on the course calendar link right here. I put them right here, but I also put them on every time there is something due. I put them right here. Okay, so however you choose to keep track of the due dates or keep track of the assignments, that's up to you. But I will let you know that I do not go back and have like a Friday, June 5th, this thing is due. I don't do that. I have you keep track of that. I'll probably send out announcements and reminders and things, but just know that you are in charge of keeping track of when things are due. And I would recommend going back to that course calendar. So within every week folder, I have something else that you're doing, so I would do them in order. So here's a small group discussion forum. That's what SGDF stands for. And on this one and on the next 2 Mondays after this, you will have at least 2 parts, because you are going to reflect about the Twitter chat that you participate in. So I'm really specific about what I want. So here's the video you'll watch, and here's another assignment you'll do. Okay, so I just wanted you to know, so you can explore those on your own. Okay, so I have those for each week. And then the other place that you can go, that's a quick way to get to your discussion forums for the weeks, are right here in the left navigational bar, discussion forums. This is where I have a virtual cafe, which just pretty much means anything you want to chat about that is not really class related. So if you want to talk about your vacation you're getting ready to go on, or if you want to talk about some really neat things that you are getting ready to do, or your job is changing, whatever it is, or praises or prayer requests, all those things we can share there. This next one down is the help forum. That is actually a place to go to ask questions that everyone will benefit from. So if you are having a problem with a link that is in week 2 in folder whatever day it is, then let me know about that. I am not the only person that can actually answer the questions on here. I want this to be a place where everybody can contribute. If you've figured something out that some other people are having problems with, share that right here. And answer each other's questions and support each other. But I'll also be monitoring this help forum to make sure everybody gets their questions answered. Now, if you need to ask me a question personally about a grade, or about a due date that you're having problems with, or about a schedule conflict, maybe you're going to be away from the internet for 2 days, then you let me know that by an email. And it's just my regular jfox@sbuniv.edu. And then the rest of the discussion boards are listed here in order that you do them. Now, these numbers look weird right here, and I'm really sorry about that. But the reason they do is because Blackboard actually pulls the exact title from the folder that I had them placed in, and they just put them all on this discussion board section, which is really handy. I agree, because you won't have to go back through the lessons. You can just go right here. But it looks funny because it's 2, 3, 2, 4. That's only because that's the number in the order that I said you should do them on that day. Okay, so just know that. And I only put right here, I only put the original post date, original post due within the information itself. Like on here, if you go into one, it actually will tell you when your responses are due. Okay, so read all your group responses and respond to them by Friday midnight. Okay, that is something that I didn't really tell you about, but you will not only do an original post on your discussion boards, you will actually contribute to a conversation. So once you do your post, you're not done. You go back and you actually engage in a conversation with your small group members, and that is going to be a part of your discussion board grade. So each discussion board is going to be worth 20 points, and you need to contribute on time and contribute really important things, not just, oh, I agree with that. That's a great point. That's really not enough. That's not analysis and evaluation of the ideas shared, which is what is expected in a graduate level course. So just make sure that you contribute on time and contribute often, and really move the conversation forward. Okay, so you can go there for an easy access to all the discussion forums. And then the other things that of course you're going to be interested in is the My Grades portion. And I have no idea why some of these are out of order, and I'll fix this before anything happens. But you'll have all your assignments and all of the documented grades after I grade them. You can see here, and this is where I can also leave comments and things like that, and we'll talk more about that when I start grading things. Another important thing is the email portion, which this looks a lot like Angel, but you can email your selected users, like one person, or we are set up in small groups. So if you want to do a group, like if you want to send everybody in your small group an email, you can do that. Okay, that's how you should send each other emails, unless you decide you want to do another way, and that's fine with me too. And then the last thing that I'll talk about is the course tools. This is another just quick way to get to certain things, like here's another link for the discussion boards, here's another link for the wiki we'll do, or email or grades and all of that. So I hope this has been helpful and not overwhelming. I didn't mean to get really into all the details about the assignments. But I just wanted to give you an overview about how to navigate the website, which hopefully this will help you as you get ready to start this course. And never be afraid to ask questions. Email me, post to the help forum. I am readily available and want to be helpful in however is best for you. So happy learning!